Welcome, all my beautiful signs and souls of the zodiac. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your general tarot and oracle card message for September the 15th, 2021. Starting off with your very first card here, we have the Page of Pentacles, and that's usually good news about material value in our life. And often it has to do with stepping up and realizing that we're going to see more money coming into the equation here. Often I refer to the Page of Pentacles as that little messenger that always comes forth with good news about money. But we have to realize that we have to go after it. There's a window maybe of opportunity that we have to take a chance for, and take a look at, whether it's literally our career or an enterprise or a chance for greater clarity within a relationship. But I always like to put him into the equation of money because he is a pentacle. Okay, so we're going to be able to find that we're going to see things getting a little bit easier financially. Maybe some of you are getting, a remittance check, a return of some sort, a loan where you're going to have money to pay off your debts. Perhaps maybe some of you have sold something, whether it's property or an item that you will be receiving money for. Maybe some of you are going to see it in the form of improvement in your business or your career where your salary and your profits are going to rise up. But it's always keeping us open for opportunities to go after what we want. It just doesn't land in our lap every time. But for some of you, maybe it will. Maybe you're going to be getting a settlement of some sort. But it's about doing your research and making sure that you are able to go forward and keep your mind open to accept that there are doors and windows opening of opportunity that can bring you in this profit. So some of you might be returning to school. Maybe you've realized that, well, you know what, since things have happened the way they have in our world, a lot of people were left without jobs and they had to, recreate themselves. And they've decided that they've taken on a side gig or a passive income in the form of a new business for themselves. For those of you, know that, you could be going back to school to learn about a new topic. And maybe you're adding that to your resume so that you can go out there and you can forecast yourself out there to the world and to the universe when it comes to your income and your profession and your career. But definitely this is a card of saying you're going to see a movement up and a movement forward with the income that you're making and with money. Some of you could have been waiting to hear about something, like I said, in the form of a check, or an inheritance, or even a increase. Maybe you put in for an increase in your salary. Maybe you're eligible for that now, or even a settlement legally. So always good news about money. The Strength card. The Strength card requires you to be creative this week. Whoever you're communicating with, whether it's colleagues, people at your place of employment, whether it's friends, whether it's your family members or your partner, this requires you to step up and not lose your cool today. Look at situations in a kinder, more compassionate understanding, and even possibly a forgiving manner. This is what's going to save the day, okay? If you're having any debates or any challenges when communicating with someone today, take a breath, step back, don't jump into the quicksand with both feet and then try to figure out how you're going to swim your way out of it. Sometimes we dig a big hole and we start, spewing off things in the heated moment, and then we're down this big hole and we have to figure out, oh crap, how do I get myself out of this situation? How do I make this better? So be careful, because I tell you this all the time. Words that are spoken can never be taken back, and often they don't get forgotten. So we have to be careful how we are communicating and conveying information and our feelings out to other people. So you've heard me say this before, you can catch more bees or flies with honey than you ever will with vinegar. So this is about going into situations, not with the roar of a lion where you're going to react and regret in the heat of the moment, but going in with the gentleness of the lamb, being more compassionate, understanding, and stepping back and being a good listener too, because often we may not see or hear the whole story because we've got up in our head where we want to win the battle and we think we're we're right. So today I want you to think about things. Step back when someone comes forward with something that could, ruffle your feathers today, okay? Now, coming in with your third card, you got a great card. So we talked about the page in the beginning, right? Bringing you good news about money. And now here you have the king. The king, the page is young. He's opening the doors, realizing that he wants to go through new doors to create that new beginning of more money. But the king has already got it. So, you could be stepping up and realizing now that things are improving greatly in that department. He's often called the Midas touch king. No matter what he puts his hands to, he's industrious, and he has this ability to turn things to gold, right? So he grows and he turns things to gold. And this is all about you now realizing, for some of you, there's going to be financial security coming in. You're going to be better off today. So, just be a little industrious here. Look for the opportunities and the doors opening that you can grab onto and walk through, okay? But you could also be dealing with a king like this, someone who is, outstanding in business and has good skills with money, and they're responsible, and they're able to step up and take charge of the situation here. So it's all about dealing with people like that. Now, you could be dealing with your employer this week, so be careful how you communicate with them. If you're stepping in and you need to have a conversation about money and income and benefits, whatever the case is, just be careful, because you could be speaking to them. All right. But I think you're going to come out ahead because this is all about making a better move here and seeing your money increase and being more satisfied and finding you have more security there financially. So I want you to accept the opportunities being offered to you and step into that confidence, because when you do, that's when you're going to see success. All right. So any current projects that you're working on, I do think are going to go well, because this is a Midas touch card, right? You don't be afraid to go through those doors of opportunity as they present themselves today, and do it with confidence. Okay, because your talents and your skills are going to bring rewards for you and for the other people around you as well. So it's a beautiful card that says, you've got what it takes, my beautiful signs and souls of the zodiac, today to go for what you want. So don't hesitate. If you've been thinking about going for something, or if you've been thinking about going into, a closed door meeting with your employer and saying, hey, we need to talk about something here. Do it with confidence, but do it articulately here. Okay, try to be understanding, and maybe there's going to be compromise coming into play. But I do think that this is going to be a successful day for most of you if you think on that level. Now, coming in with your final card, you've got reflection. How appropriate that reflection would show up, right? So this is, time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right action. So again, this is all about being open-minded today. This is all about being confident. This is all about taking what gifts and talents you have and reflecting on that, thinking about that, right? So, you want to move forward here, but I want you to calmly evaluate a situation. And I talked about that here with this beautiful strength card, right? Not charging in with the roar of the lion, okay? So I want you to just sit quietly, breathe slowly and deeply, and experience being in the moment right now before you go into any important meetings, before you sign any important documents, before you invest into something. You do think about it, okay? Thinking about, and reflecting on it, okay? So think about any mistakes or any lessons that you learned in the past that you still can reflect on, so that you don't create this stumbling block again, right? So we all have to think about that. What did we do in the past? We think back, we go, you know what? That reaction didn't get me anywhere. So I'm going to flip that, and I'm going to do it in a different way. And that's what this is all about. Stripping down, those barriers, and stripping down the way we used to think about doing things, and going out there and flipping it and doing it in a little bit different manner. So I do see money coming in. I do see successful opportunities coming in. I do see, prosperity coming in here today, and in many ways, time, effort, support, or even money coming in. So just be careful, think about your move today before you jump in. And I see this being a very, very prosperous day. So I wish you a great remainder to today. And always remember that I stand in that circle of love and light for you. And let's continue to play safe, stay safe, and be safe. Much love and many blessings. See you soon.